I had a comment on one of my YouTube videos about how to effectively create hand speed. There are a lot of things going on in that question, but what I would say is that a pitcher is going to need hip mobility, spine flexibility, and then shoulder stability through a large range of motion. So those are really the big three, but outside of that, pitchers are also going to have to be explosive. They're going to have to be very quick, very fast. They're going to have to be very strong. But they're also going to have to be very good at decelerating the movements they create going down the mound. You can only slow down as much as you can go fast. So the example I give is if I give somebody a Lamborghini with no brakes, are you going to drive it? And the answer is no, because nobody wants to go 200 miles an hour without brakes. So it's the same philosophy. At the end of the day, to create great hand speed as a pitcher, like I said, there's a lot of things going on with that. The way that people move, everybody's different. If somebody has tight hips, I'm going to train them differently than somebody who can't get good external rotation. So there's a lot of pieces to that puzzle, but to me, the way to effectively create hand speed is to try to. I've never seen anybody try to throw slow that throws 100 miles an hour. Guys that throw hard, throw hard. They get after it. They get moving. They do everything that they can to do that. So hopefully that answer was decent, but there's a lot to unpack on how to effectively create hand speed. There's a lot of things going on there. But I would start with good diet, good rest, work on being explosive, work on being fast, and then actually train for speed. So if you want to throw hard, go long toss. Throw as hard as you can, high and far. Do a bunch of pull downs on a line. I mean, there's so many things that go into it. Throwing hard, to me, it was a lifestyle. It was not just something that happened. Um, Ron Woolforth, he came and talked to us while we played at the University of Memphis. And he told us, he said, when Nolan Ryan was born, the doctor didn't spank him and say, hey, this guy's going to throw 100. Nolan Ryan worked to throw 100. So I thought that was pretty interesting to come from a guy that's been at the pitching game for a long time, like Ron Woolforth. And, you got to work for stuff. And a lot of people see guys like Nolan Ryan or Randy Johnson or Clayton Kershaw pitching in the big leagues, and they think that they just got there. But in reality, years and years and years and even decades of training and time spent in the gym, time spent doing whatever to make them better at their craft is why they are where they are. People don't just materialize into successful situations like that. So hopefully that answer was thorough and gave a little bit of insight on how to create hand speed effectively.